Hi, happy Tuesday, everyone. I am Meredith. I am here with our message for the 16th of May, 2023. We're using the Out of Hand Tarot for our message today. We have the Sun and the Moon both in Taurus, and we have Pluto retrograde. I put down the solar flares card because we're certainly experiencing a lot of those. Check out spaceweather.com. I am not affiliated with them if you're wondering. It's just informative. So, find out how our big, beautiful, gorgeous sun is affecting us. All right, let's get to our message. We are, of course, tuning into what's on offer in the energy atmosphere for us today. Our first card is the Hermit. Ooh. The ever-beckoning quest when you see the Hermit. Simply the name of the card has us considering that this is a card about solitude or being solitary. I feel that the Hermit is a great representation of our self-relationship and also represents the aspect of us that we rarely share. And I feel that the Hermit's lantern is the light of our own soul's presence, shining into our waking consciousness on the subconscious level and bringing to light what could use a little attention. You know, those of us on a spiritual journey who've truly embarked on the deeper meaning of our experience here as a soul on earth, we're definitely going to take a peek into the subconscious because that's where all of our programming and belief system resides. This is where the ego gets active and can create obstacles and limitations based on what we consider social norms, based on how our peers and our elders have shaped our well-meaning or not, have shaped our world, and whatever it is that we presume is set in stone. So I feel that the beckoning quest of the Hermit is to challenge absolutely everything. Hold up the light of your soul's energy and shine it into your subconscious and ask yourself, whatever shows up in that light, does this have value? Is this relevant? And is this bringing me closer to or further from the fulfillment that I am actively in co-creation with for my highest and greatest good? Big ones, right? Good, strong questions to ask oneself. So be the Hermit. Be in relationship so intimately with yourself that you recognize what's coming out of your subconsciousness as programming and ask yourself, does it serve? Is it worthwhile? Does this have value? And if it doesn't, figure out a way to pull that junk up by its roots. Let's see what's next. Oh, yeah, look at this. Another card in tarot that is perceived to be a solitary card. So 9 of Pentacles. This is usually called the single happy person, meaning it gets pigeonholed into the relationship sector in a lot of readings, indicating that you're single, though wishing you had a partner. That is the super briefest description that you could possibly give this card. So we're going to expand on that. And we're going to add to the message of what we're just speaking on here with the Hermit, because now we've got coins in our hands. And these coins, for me, in relationship to what I was just saying about the Hermit, these are the gems. These are the pearls, if you will, that we're working with as we shine our light into our subconscious and we take a look at how to be an interdependent individual, not a codependent person, not a codependent individual. And I'm reminded right now of yesterday's reading when the Two of Cups showed up. We were talking about how that's the card that reminds us we are met exactly the way that we show up. So when we shine our Hermit's light into our subconscious and we meet ourselves, what is showing up? So again, what is of value? What is making you interdependent in your interaction with all that is? Is it worthwhile? The Nine of Pentacles is going to highlight that for you, because this is the card that comes right before the Ten of Pentacles, which is the everything card. Home, hearth, family, friends, family of friends, beloved relationships, our children, their children, our legacy of happiness. So this is what the Hermit's Lantern is shining on. It is the cultivation of our legacy of happiness. So as we hold these coins and these pearls, so to speak, in our hand on the Nine of Pentacles, we're absolutely taking a look at the value of our life experiences, and are they quality? Are they in harmony with our heart-mind coherence? Oh, look at this. Here's the Sun. This happened in yesterday's reading. It was one of the first two cards out in the reading, and here it is again, because we are focused on our vibe, our frequency, and our happiness. This is the happiest card in tarot, and it brings us brilliant clarity. And this is exactly what we want when we're holding up the Hermit's Lantern and shining it into anything that could be perceived as an obstacle or a limitation that we have allowed ourselves to accept based on the wisdom, opinion, and advice of other people. As I mentioned, that may be well-meaning. Is it, though, relevant to you and your journey? Next. King of Pentacles. My goodness. Master of the material. Because he's the master of investing energy into the broadcast, the ripple effect that creates the sphere of influence that we occupy, and ultimately creates the solid foundation that we stand upon. So his card is a perfect pairing to this first set of three. We've got great clarity with the sun shining on everything. You can't possibly miss what the sun is shining on unless you close your eyes to it, but we're not doing that because we've got the Hermit and the Nine of Pentacles here. So we may be in consideration for next steps. I feel an expansion here within our personal self relationship, and of course that ripples out to everything we interact with and has a dramatic influence, a positively dramatic influence on our priority relationships. So some of us are choosing to go so deep with ourselves that we can't help but go deeper with everything that the sun is shining on in our world. So King of Pentacles, divine masculine energy. We're taking action on what we are in witness to with the Hermit, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun. And we're taking the kind of action that has a lasting and tangible effect for us in the now and the oncoming. Next set, first card, Eight of Wands, swift moving energy. I love to see the wands come in when the pentacles are showing on the tarot table. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles, we got the King of Pentacles. This is the 3D earth realm. This is soil in your hands. This is where the rubber meets the road in tarot. It's as solid as this table, right? So we're talking about the earth plane, our manifestation, what we're bringing to the earth plane to interact with and expand upon in our life experience. And here comes the Eight of Wands with a swift moving energy alongside the Pentacles, which are a much slower moving energy. It's energy that moves through greater density. So we've got the Eight of Wands with fire and passion and momentum here. This is a card of marriage. So you may be in consideration for some kind of divine union, divine partnership. It's a card of communication. We started our reading out yesterday with the Two of Swords. We later saw the High Priestess. So we do have soulful communication, Hermit, going on. We're channeling, we're downloading our own soulful presence in relationship to what we're all taking a look at in the brilliant clarity of the sun here with these cards, so that we can make the very most of it. King of Pentacles for our highest and greatest benefit. And the Eight of Wands is here to move that energy swiftly for us. So when I say it's a marriage card, it's about how things come together. It's how energies weave together and are unified and joined. You know, we also saw Temperance yesterday in the reading. And, you know, it's pouring water between the cups. We are engaged in divine alchemy, and the divine alchemy that we are engaged in is moving swiftly within our sphere of influence. So this is no slow boat through the subconscious. This is a swift roller coaster ride through the subconscious with happy and brilliant clarity for us as we take next steps and make our next moves. My sense of it is that we are going deeper and more expansively into all aspects of our life experience that fall into the heart-mind coherence of fulfillment for ourselves. And then look at this. Wow. Now we have the Magician on the table. As above, so below. As the soul shines its light, we make something of it. I love the artistic representation here in the card. I like that it's paired with the Eight of Wands, which is more of an artistic expression of how the energy is moving. This is beautiful creation energy. So we're making the most of what we're seeing in the brilliant warmth, loving light, happiness of the sun. And we're quite literally drawing our vision out for ourselves. So King of Pentacles, we can garner our gains and channel our resources into what brings us even more of the sun's energy. Next. Nine of Cups. Say no more. Seriously. That's the Ace of Cups to the power of 9. Love, bliss, joy, happiness on overflow. Wish granted. Faith fulfilled. And there's no whimsy on this card. No, no benevolent stranger is showing up on your doorstep with a magic wand, although that would be super cool. Leave a message on the channel if that happens for you. And makes a wish just suddenly, randomly come true. There's a lot that goes into King of Pentacles, the investment of every one of these cups. I like that this is a potter's wheel here because it takes a lot of talent and ability and attention to detail to create these beautiful cups of fulfillment. So this is a card that represents our long-term investment in all that has great meaning for us. All right, bottom of the deck. How is the universe supporting us? In unseen ways, here's the Two of Cups. This is a repeat of yesterday's reading off the bottom of the deck. This was the first card out. So this is our bond, our ever-strengthening, deepening, and expanding bond to our own selves. And again, showing up, we will be met in the way that we show up. And I am feeling a deepening of connection in our primary connection. So whether you are reestablishing communication with someone in your family, or whether you are negotiating terms in your beloved relationship, negotiating the relationship for upgrade and high vibe connection, or you are negotiating some brand new project in your career or the way you are of service, it's all happening in a way that is in keeping with the energy of the sun, the Nine of Cups, and it's real, it's tangible, it's solid and positive. Then we have the Four of Swords. What a beauty of a card. Stability within our thoughts, which translates into stability within our actions. So this is a card of preparation for what comes next. You know, and look at what comes before it all. We've got the Magician, the Nine of Cups, we've got the Eight of Wands and the Sun and the Hermit, and that is a boatload of high frequency investment in our world. So now we're going to take a pause on the Four of Swords, continue to garner our gains in the way that we are deepening and strengthening our bonds in all aspects of our lives. And what comes next? The Page of Pentacles. Great consideration for everything that we are in masterful development with on the King of Pentacles, and fresh new perspectives on investing in exactly what will grow, what will take root for us. Because over here with the Hermit, part of our quest has been to pull up from the roots anything in our subconscious that is limiting or an obstacle of some kind. So the Page of Pentacles in the presence of the King of Pentacles gives us a new avenue to pursue when we're ready. Next, this is great. If I can get a hold of the card. The Ace of Wands. And again, we're sticking with the theme here of co-creation with the Divine All. So we're bringing all of our ambition, enthusiasm, our talent to everything that's flowing out of the Nine of Cups in the brilliant, happy light of the sun. My guides are saying you can write your own ticket. I don't really know what that means. I'm sure that's, I feel certain that that's a message that may just be specific to a few of you, but like you're going to have a light bulb moment over that. You can write your own ticket. You can draw your own picture and then just walk right into it. And that it represents what you are in co-creative manifestation with in the Divine All. All right, angel answers. If you've got questions, this deck has answers. Allow it to confirm this message that we've got here on the table. Allow it to be a fresh perspective. Remain positive. Yeah, that's key. Key to all aspects of the journey. My goodness. Suddenly the cards are just too big for my hands. Look for a sign. Yeah. Consult your tea leaves. Let this reading be a sign. And trust that any signs that you need to see will come to you in repetition. And then we have, yes, our sweet, soft, simple, intuitive yes. One more. Oh, yeah. You know, this yes card, as I tell you all so often, reminds me of the High Priestess. She's super discreet. She doesn't really give you the answer. You sort of discover that on your own through your intuition by paying attention to the signs as you remain positive in an excited anticipation for all that's in development right now. So listening to your intuition is also super key and will be brilliantly clear in the light of the sun. All right. Sacred Traveler Oracle, how is our soulful presence informing our waking consciousness? We have First Light. Beginning a new cycle. Confirmation of that Page of Pentacles there. We can't help but begin a new cycle, especially when we shine the Hermit's light. with the brilliant clarity of the sun into our subconscious, and we take a look at aspects of our life that we may not necessarily feel interdependent with, Nine of Pentacles, where we were previously codependent in some way. Whenever we shine a light on that and we upgrade our frequency and we make ourselves more independent, we free ourselves. We liberate ourselves from energies that do not serve us, and we allow the beautiful flow out of those 9 cups of fulfillment to, land right here in our happy little hands. Have a beautiful Tuesday, everyone. Peace, love, joy, happiness. Namaste.